is Sheena Price. I'm a wife, a mom of 3 with a 9-to-5 and a business on the side. This channel is all about fashion, beauty, and wellness for the modern mom. So if that appeals to you, go ahead and press the like button and subscribe for more videos. Today's video, we're going to be talking about 2 things. One, I'll be unboxing some new non-toxic cookware that I got from Greenpan. I'm really excited to try it, and I'll be demoing how it works. 2, I get a lot of questions in my DM about how I lost my baby weight. So I kind of want to talk through that with you in terms of, how I ate, what I did, what I didn't do. So hopefully that gives you guys out there an idea and some motivation as to how you guys can do the same. Let's talk about how I lost the weight first. So just to give you guys some context, I had my baby about 1.5 years ago. And since then I lost about 45 to 50 pounds. And yes, I breastfed and I am still breastfeeding, but I can tell you that on my 3rd child, breastfeeding isn't the only thing that'll help you lose weight. It did my first time, but with my 2nd son, I actually gained more weight, and I think that's because I just was hungry all the time after I breastfed. So having a 3rd, I was really conscious and motivated to lose the weight, but I also wanted to eat healthier, and that comes from just learning more about toxic foods and what it does to the body, and also wanting my family members to become more healthy after being diagnosed with some pretty serious illnesses. For me, it's not an overnight thing. It's more of a progressive journey that I am still on. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm just this clean eater. I'm not. I still have fast food here and there. But for the most part, I try to eat healthy and I try to cook at home. So just a couple of things that I want to share with you in terms of losing weight after having a baby, obviously postpartum. One is breastfeed as much as you can, and it's obviously good for the baby, but it's good for you too. And guess what? It helps prevent diseases for you. So I would say that I've been exclusively breastfeeding almost this entire time. I rarely supplemented. I did pump, and I pumped a lot. So I think that helps, but it won't necessarily be responsible for, complete weight loss. Number 2, what you eat is really important. This is what I ate pretty much, and what I eat now every day. I start off in the morning with oats, and I get the sprouted grain gluten-free oats from Costco. I soak it overnight in coconut milk and also some chia seeds. And then in the morning, I add honey to it, and that's raw local honey. I add flax seeds, and I add hemp seeds. When it comes to fruit, you can put whatever you want, but I put berries because I understand that berries also have a lot of antioxidants. And supposedly blueberries is the thing, so I try to make sure that I use blueberries and raspberries, and occasionally I'll add some kiwi. But pretty much that's breakfast for me every day, and it's pretty filling, so I'm not really so hungry when it comes to lunchtime, but of course I eat anyway. So that's what I eat for breakfast. As far as what I eat for lunch, I'll say this, I'll lump in lunch and dinner together. So I'm Filipino. I love rice. I can't live a life without rice. I've tried it. I've tried to diet and not eat rice. It only works a short time. And if you really are looking to be healthy, you have to pretty much adopt a lifestyle that you can maintain for the long haul. Like, diets just don't work. And so, I was trying to think, how can I, still kind of eat what I want, but remain healthy? And I just realized that it's the toxicity is in a lot of the foods that are just not pasteurized or not pasture raised when it comes to meats, not organic. We're talking pesticides in the food, we're talking hormones, and I just decided that I didn't want to consume things that would literally become a part of my body. And so I started being really conscious about what I was putting inside. And so I subscribed to ButcherBox, which is all pasture raised meat. I get pretty much my ground beef from there. I get my organic chicken from Costco. And other than that, I don't really eat pork. And then I'll get organic ground turkey sometimes from Wegmans or wherever I can find it. And I'm not gonna say I'm the cleanest eater, like I said. Ideally you want all your meat to be pasture raised, but I'll settle for the organic chicken at Costco. But other than that, I make sure I'm using clean spices, and I'm using organic vegetables. And again, I think what we fail to see is that there's just a lot of toxicity that is being injected into animals that are being sprayed on plants that we don't realize is affecting us so much. And so I only buy organic, and I try to just pretty much focus on spinach and kale, cabbage. Those are my 3 faves. And then of course occasionally asparagus. I try to stay away from anti-inflammatory foods like eggplant and tomatoes and string beans, any type of beans. So I rarely eat that. And then like I said, when it comes to spices, I make sure that the spices I use are organic and that they have very simple ingredients. So if I am consuming maybe like an herb, garlic, salt seasoning, I want to make sure that it's things that I can pronounce. So by doing that, I would make my meals regularly, like for lunch and dinner with rice, and then my meat and my vegetables. And I don't go too light on the rice either. But for some reason, by consuming oatmeal, which has a lot of fiber, an evenly portioned lunch and dinner, rare snacking in between, and then not eating past 6 p.m., I was beginning to see the weight fall off. I would say probably around 5 months postpartum. So I kept it up from there, and then before I knew it, I just was just losing the weight. Of course, you're probably wondering, did I exercise? And the answer is yes and no. I pretty much had spurts of when I would get on the Peloton and just exercise 3 times a week, and then other times, and even now, like I can't even remember the last time I exercised. So you can lose the weight without exercising, but I do recommend that you exercise at least 3 times a week. I know it's really good for us. If you could do it every day, then even better. It's something that I'm striving for and I'm currently struggling with. But as a mom, again, like with so many things to juggle as a wife, it's just I have to bake it into my routine, and it's not something that I necessarily enjoy right now, let's be honest. So with that said, for the new year, I do want to come up with a more structured day, a routine for me and my family. But essentially, on top of what I shared with you, breastfeeding and how I eat, I also took supplements, and I also juiced or had smoothies with lots of healthy ingredients. So for example, my smoothies, I would add chlorella powder, moringa powder. I would not really eat dairy. Okay, I forgot to say that. I don't really eat dairy because I know that it's mucus producing. So I try to stay away from that as much as possible. Oh, and one more thing, I don't eat a lot of sugar. So if you're someone who has a sweet tooth, that might be a big challenge, but I'll say just start off one thing at a time. Going back to smoothies and juicing, if I did juice, I would juice an apple, celery, carrots, and a bit of ginger, and I think that helped to just sort of build my immunity, cleanse my system. And actually the seeds in the apples are supposed to be really, really amazing, like superfood essentially, anti-cancer even. So I try to make sure that I squash the seeds and put that in my juice as well for added nutrition. But other than that, that is how I lost weight. That's how I continue to lose weight. I'm still breastfeeding and I'm going to stop soon, but I know that I'm gonna have to then, you know, make sure that I am more consistent with exercising. So, you know, if you start to see me gain weight, that's because I've probably, you know, stopped breastfeeding and, you know, not keeping up with working out. But I find that community helps me with pushing myself and keeps me accountable. That is my journey. It is a continuous journey for me. I have struggled with weight all my life, so I'm hoping that now, you know, this is more of maintenance and a lifestyle for me. Thank you guys so much for listening. We can move on to the unboxing of my new non-toxic cookware, which, by the way, I got because, you know, non-stick cookware, a lot of it, I think maybe I read something about 85-90% of it has Teflon in it, and it's extremely dangerous, poisonous, and you don't want that for yourself or for your family. So, you know, Greenpan and Caraway are a couple of the brands that I looked into, and I chose Greenpan simply for, you know, design, and it was a little bit cheaper. I feel like I got more for my money. As far as Caraway, they had like a really cute cream collection that I wanted, but I saw in another YouTube video that it stained, so I stayed away from Caraway. And what I got was this really, really awesome, you know, 10-piece cookware from Greenpan that I am getting ready to show you. So thanks so much. If you have any more questions about weight loss, again, just comment or DM me. Thanks, guys. Okay, y'all, I am here with my 10-piece Greenpan cookware set. I got this on Black Friday for $295, and as you can see, it has it is black with gold handles, my kind of set. It is visually, aesthetically pleasing, and it comes with a lot. It comes with this 8-inch frying pan, 11-inch frying pan, a 2.1 quart saucepan, a 2.8 quart saute pan, a 6 quart casserole with spouts and a straining lid, and an 8 quart stock pot. So it comes with a lot, and you know, I guess the test is, does it work well? Is it really non-stick? So, all right, so bam, here is the money shot. This cookware is free of PFAS, PFOA, lead, and cadmium. And PFAS, if you guys don't know, are considered the forever chemicals. It's really hard for your body to break this down, and pretty much accumulates in your body and can cause disease. It can cause disruptions to learning behaviors, and it can cause cancer. All right, this is how it looks outside the box. These are gorgeous with the gold handles. I am loving it. I don't see any scratches. Wait, what's that? Oh. One thing too I want to note is that these 3 lids are interchangeable. So in case you can't find one, you have 2 more. If your, I guess, cabinet is unorganized like mine. But yeah, this is how it looks. Here's some quick tips. It says to avoid using cooking sprays. It might damage the coating. And also low to medium heat is best. And obviously keep it clean by making sure it gets to room temperature before you wash it. All right, guys, so this is the real test. We're gonna take an egg and we're not gonna put any oil or butter, and we'll really see if this is non-stick. So follow me. Let's just kind of like that. Do you see how it's a little, it's not really sticking, so let's see. All right, so far so good. Take a look at that.
you can see, it's not sticking so much. I don't think this is going to be difficult to take off. This is, again, without any oil or butter. So you can kind of see how easily it moves around. Oh, there's the yolk. Easy for me to kind of move around. All right. Flip that over. Cooks pretty evenly. I would give this a thumbs up for style and for purpose. All right, let's just see how it cleans. I am taking a wet paper towel to this, and it's cleaning pretty easily. So as far as cleaning, that gets a thumbs up for me.
All right, that is it, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more on fashion, beauty, and wellness with Sheena Price. Thanks, guys.